Hi everyone, and thanks for joining me for another week with Mirree's Dreamtime messages. I hope you had a nice week last week. We pulled out some pretty interesting cards and some that we haven't really pulled out in a long time actually. I want to thank everyone that's coming to my channel, especially all my new subscribers, and a big thank you to all my return subscribers as well that's watching the videos every week. Really appreciate each and every one of you here that's coming to my channel and supporting me in that way. And I would love any shares and likes and comments as well on my videos, as it helps me to get my art seen more around the place, and helps to spread more positivity and love, especially towards other people. And you just never know who may be wanting to hear some of the messages from the paintings. And so we're going to be starting another week, which starts the 17th and runs until the 23rd of November. And so I think, like someone said the other day, about 6 weeks. I think I'm actually like way behind. So yeah, we have like 5 to 6 weeks now left of Christmas. And so, it's fast approaching. And so we've been featuring quite a number of paintings for you, to give you some that are really great gift ideas for Christmas presents, and any birthdays that are coming up around Christmas as well. Last week I featured the turtles and owls, and so this week I'm featuring dingoes and platypus. And so the first platypus, dreaming of rain, is this little colourful number platypus, which has complete line and dot work in this one. It's got the streams of water running down, and the lotus flowers in the background as well. And yeah, you can see that there's complete line and dot work in this one, except for in the platypus. This one has got a thin edge. And this one, other platypus, is my most recent addition. I did this one back in, I think it was only last year actually I did this one, which has the leaves, and this one's complete dot work as well, has the leaves in there, and a darker platypus, not quite the black platypus, but it has like a blue tinge, a really nice navy blue tinge to this one, and it has like a metallic paints throughout this one as well. And so it has a little bit bigger than the 1.8, but yeah, it's a really lovely, this one, with the flowers and the leaves in it. And the other dingo, the full moon dingo that I'm featuring, this one was actually done in 2022. Full moon dingo, this one is called. So I have a variety of paintings where I have a lot of dot work, or I have just a little bit of dot work, or I have absolutely no dot work whatsoever, like in this one, which really accentuates the natural elements in the painting. As you can see, the rock and the tree and the big moon in the background. And so with some really earthy colors, and just a tad, just like a tint of metallic silver in this one. And I'm going to be featuring another dingo painting. This is my last dingo painting, and this one is absolutely a bigger size. I think due to the Black Friday sale that I still have going on, there's like $500 off this one. And you can see this one, I think, is actually the last one in the series, because this one I paint with the elements of nature in it. And so I use ingredients from nature like red dirt and ash and charcoal from campfires that I've had when I've been on cultural trips with my family and my dad. Yeah, so these and some ochres, has ochres in this one. So yeah, it's if you have a look up close, you can kind of see it's just such a beautiful one. These ones always sell out because people love them so much, and this one comes with the frame and everything, and so that one's currently on my store as well, and I'll leave the links to these in the description. I think, like I said, there's about $500 off this one at the moment, and so it's the last. I had like rainbow serpents, and I also had kangaroo, but this one, dingo, is my last actually one in that series. It's just the Red Earth Dreaming series that all contains natural ingredients from nature, and so and I use beeswax in that technique that I actually came across many years ago, that I do that I founded myself. And so yeah, it's kind of like a really strong connection in doing my art through the elements of nature and the connection that I have with the land. And so that's what's so special about those paintings. But as I said, that's pretty much the last one in my store now, except I think I have a really large white owl, a huge white owl in my store at the moment as well. And so go check that one out, because I think I have half price off. And the Black Friday sale that I have, that I mentioned about too, only goes until midnight Monday, and so there's not a lot of time left to get a bargain. It's the biggest prize, the biggest discounts that I give away. It takes an entire year to get this kind of discount on any of my paintings and prints and stuff like that as well. So I highly recommend that you go check that out. And yeah, it's really windy here today, and but it's been like a really nice summer day. We've only got 2 weeks left of summer, and at the moment with our moon cycles, we're in a waning crescent moon, and the waning crescent moon goes for about 7 days, but it will last from now up until the new moon, which will be on a Thursday. And so the waning crescent moon helps us to surrender to any goals that are that you're not able to control right now. There's nothing you need to do other than surrender to the idea that your dream will come about for you. Allow yourself to breathe and give up any resistance you feel in relation to your dream. But you know, today is still a good time to do any rituals, any journaling, and also any meditation. And so the self-care that I would focus on during this time up until the new moon on Thursday is rest, recuperation, recharging, and rejuvenation. I mean, it's not like that we can do that a lot anyway with work and everything, but it's like maybe, you know, going to bed earlier, an hour or two hours early, or you know, maybe cutting out TV time for so long during the week, you know. But you know, these are the kind of things that form really healthy habits when you can focus more on yourself and being able to get into a far better habits for yourself that lead to more happiness. And then the new moon will be here on Thursday, letting us know that it's time to which signifies new beginnings, and it's the perfect time for journaling as well, and just helps you to make any new plans, or just enable you to start a new cycle. And you know, it's just a day to kind of allow you to become more aware that, you know, that is a good time to maybe start a new job, start a new activity, start a new exercise, start a new habit. You know, anything that's new is a good time around about Thursday. And so I wanted to just recap on the cards that we got last week. Was with I am dreaming. When I explore my family roots, everything becomes clearer to me and I gain more knowledge about myself. So something to do with your family may have come up last week, and it was giving you some more clarity about an issue. Maybe it was an issue, or maybe it was something that was helping you to have more clarity and understanding about. And so I hope that you found the Barramundi message highly beneficial last week. And the other card was I am healing. When I focus on myself, I understand more about my gifts, I have the ability to create miracles. And so it's a last week was a good time to be gentle with ourselves and understand and patient with ourselves, and know that we're in a time of healing. And when we can do that, we find out a lot more about ourselves, instead of and going within, instead of looking out all the time and being judgmental towards people or gossiping about people. That was a great time for us to really go within ourselves and see how we're doing and where we want to go and what we want to do. And the other card we pulled out was with Eagle. I am calm. When I stop for a moment to breathe, I can reach a better perspective of my situation. When I am calm, I make important decisions with ease. And so it may have been a bit of a stressful week, or it may be something came up that caused you a lot of anxiety. And so it was just telling you to stop, pause, relax, breathe, and just take a minute for yourself before you made any decisions that were really important. And so if you've got your card deck, it comes in a box. You've got your 100-page booklet, and you've got your 36 glossy cards. And we pull out 3 cards every week, and before pulling out 3 cards, I also cleanse with white sage and cleanse the cards as well, so that we can get the best guidance coming through from the Holy Spirit and from in relation to the animals. And so that are guiding us every week and helping us to keep positive on our journey. Sometimes we can have negative influences or people that try to bring us down, and so it's important to keep focused on your goals and in moving forward in your on your journey towards more happiness. And so let's have a look and see the 3 cards that are going to be coming up this week. First pull out 2 cards, and then the last one will be our solution card. So the first card we got is the Rainbow Serpent. I am light, letting us know when I acknowledge, respect, and nurture my creative energy, I develop my light to be the true reflection of the divine creator. And so there's a lot of spiritual and creative energy that is within you at this time. And so it's very important to focus that into projects that are going to help that creative, and to channel that creative energy out into the world, or into areas that are helping you to express yourself more. When faced with fear, this can cause you to feel uncertain, which can result in poor decision making and destructive energy in your life that has nowhere to go. Do not despair. It's time to channel the destructive energy into your creativity, which will enable you to see clearer the path ahead for you. And so you may be just struggling with certain things at this time, and so when we don't channel our creative energy appropriately, it can cause us to feel destructive. And so the Rainbow Serpent gives you a lot when you're feeling this way, because it reminds you that your soul has more potential than you know by directing your energy into something creative, such as drawing, painting, art, music, song, dance, or yoga. And allowing yourself to be aware more of the reflection your light and soul has onto others. This is the pure divine light and energy that the Creator has gifted to each and every one of us. It is up to you to discover the powers of this great divine light that is within you. And so the action step this week to do with the rainbow serpent is, what action can you take today in order to bring the light of the rainbow serpent and the creative energy out that is within you more? Take some relaxation classes that relate to your creativity, such as coloring in, creative craft or art classes, or by getting in touch with your sexuality more. The negative is fear, destruction and uncertainty, and the positive is pure light, creativity and potential. Because when we don't direct ourselves in a direction, you know, it can cause us to feel stagnant, and what ends up happening is that that's when the destructive energy comes, and you know, instead of turning to destructive habits like drugs, alcohol or binge eating, or sometimes emotional eating, you know, it's better to, you know, maybe think of something that you haven't done before in order to make yourself feel excited again about life. And you know, this really will really help you this week. And so the other card that we pulled out this week is with the ancestral sparrow. I am happy. When I allow myself to recognize the negative people who are not serving my happiness, my natural flow and rhythm returns. I am peaceful again. And so yeah, there may be like somebody in particular that is bringing this destructive energy out in you, or to do with the rainbow serpent, or perhaps you know, that is the message of the sparrow. Actually, it's letting us know that there could be a toxic person around you at this time, and you may not be aware of who that is. And so sometimes, and a lot of the times, that is the case, but it's just letting you know that to be very mindful about this during this week, and just to be on the lookout. Ancestral Sparrow reminds us that life is precious, and although sometimes in life people can be like pests, they make up part of our lessons in this world. When a situation can no longer be resolved, it's better to walk away than to try and please someone else. It's far more valuable to make yourself happy during this time round. The house sparrow is the most widely distributed wild bird in the world and is found in almost every country in the world. They have been interacting with people for almost 10,000 years, and they possess a high circadian rhythm, which means they are in tune with the light sensitivity of the sun, enabling them to have a strict pattern of sleeping and eating. Your spiritual integrity is part of yourself that is pure within you, and the morals that you live by that either lift you up or bring you down. If there is someone in your life that you feel like you cannot resolve an issue with because they have stepped beyond these boundaries, it is better to walk away, because it is affecting your happiness. And so the action step this week, there may be an understanding you need to reach that will require you to have a feeling of satisfaction come back into your life. But first you need to take some action to get yourself out of a current situation that is making you very unhappy, unsettled, which is not only affecting your financial situation but has been weighing you down for some time. So the negative is feeling depressed, removing ties or cords that bind, lack of trust or money, unsettled. And so the positive is happiness, flow of life, abundance and peace. And this card is pretty self-explanatory, but there is a video explaining a lot more on this situation to do with toxic people. And so I will leave a link in the description box to do with that video. And so what is probably a good exercise to do this week as well is some whale affirmations, which I'll also leave a link in the description box for you as well, because I find that affirmations can help get the energy flowing back again. And the whale one is particularly awesome. If you do it for 30 days, I pretty much guarantee that there will be a lot of opportunities that come to you. This has happened every single time that I've done it for 30 days. And so, but be careful, because you might get more opportunities that you can handle. And so yeah, I find that to be very, very helpful and useful with the whale. And so yeah, let's have a look and see our solution card. And so this is a lovely card to get. I love getting this card. I am loved with blue wren. When I listen to the inner sounds and call of my soul, it naturally guides me to align myself to the high vibrations of love within nature. And so it's important, in order to counteract anything that's been happening this week, whether you're feeling your energy's being feeling destructive lately, or maybe you're feeling low or drained or tired, or people putting you down. It's important to align yourselves to the high vibrations of nature and to spend some time in nature this week in order for your energy to realign itself back into the high vibrations of love. And so the blue wren has a distinct high-pitched call that they use as their main communication, and it is through the sound of this call that our vibration is lifted when we can take the time to venture outside in nature. Wrens are usually found in most places in a variety of dense and domestic gardens, so allow yourself to feel the vibration through the sounds and colors within nature. Love is the purest and highest vibration that heals, uplifting your soul. Allow nature to uplift you by seeking safe refuge as your heart listens to the sounds, calling you home to your very own personal and spiritual sanctuary. This resides deep within the heart that burns within you. Can you hear its call? The action step this week is go to a special place within nature where you can tune into this feeling of divine love more. The negative, you could be feeling hatred, anger, or darkness. And the positive is focusing on divine love, peace, and spiritual home. And so that's the 3 cards that we drew out this week. It's an interesting week, and you know, it's important to be mindful this week about our actions and the people that are around us. The first card is with the rainbow serpent, letting us know that when you nurture your creative energy, you can develop your light, being the true reflection of the divine creator. And so it's important to nurture and protect your creative energy this week from others and people around you. There could be some toxic people, like the ancestral sparrow says, I am happy when I allow myself to recognize the negative people who are not serving my happiness. My natural rhythm and flow returns. I am peaceful again. And the other card is I am loved with blue wren. When I listen to the inner sounds and call of my soul, it naturally guides me to align myself to the high vibrations of love within nature. And so it's really having a strong focus on ourselves this week and going within and seeing what we can do to rectify any of these that are coming up for us this week. I hope you guys have a wonderful week and take extra special care of yourself this week. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you are notified every time I upload a video, as I upload videos every Sunday and Monday, and also send through the progress of my works and what I'm working on every week for you guys. I hope you have a wonderful week, and bye for now. And don't forget that my Black Friday sale is on. I hope you can grab something special during this time when I've heavily discounted a lot of artworks. I'll see you again next week. Bye.